Titan AE. I love that one. What's the name of the movie?
Strange
World.
World.
Strange
Yeah, I saw it all.
Strange
Like
World.
every movie I went and saw this summer played it as a trailer.
Nick said it.
Because every movie I went and saw this summer was owned by Disney.
Atlantis and all that stuff.
You know, that makes sense.
The mouse owns all. Did you know the mouse just bought Attack on Titan?
Did they
Really?
The mouse
Wait,
bought the rights to Attack
Dude,
on
can you
Titan.
imagine
like
the Walmaria
to like
fucking
a
theme ride?
a bunch of anime. Disney anime purchase.
Uh-oh.
Come take our new ride through the Armored Titan.
No, it's gonna be shit.
Gross.
Come take our new ride, where you'll get to wear the maneuvering gear and get eaten by a Titan.
Oh, they're gonna do the
For real! Disney's not responsible for any deaths.
Yeah, Disney
We
bought
are
the
live,
stream.
by the way.
Disney bought the streaming rights to Kodansha.
So they'll be streaming on
no.
Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Attack on
Akira,
Titan on
Akira
Disney
Attack
Plus.
on Titan, Ghost in the Shell.
Nice.
Those are
Oh, hell yeah.
those are
Oh,
some
yeah.
of the.
It's great. You can on Disney Plus. You can watch anything now. You can feel really depressed after watching Attack on Titan, and then go over and watch something like Strange World
Fucking Even Stevens.
and feel better.
Want to know what they don't have? They don't have on Disney Plus
My butt.
the Adventures of Space Ranger Buzz Lightyear.
Oh,
What have you
Space-
done with my
Buzz Lightyear
animated
Space
Buzz
Cadets?
Lightyear show?
Space Cadet.
Yeah.
Right.
Done.
Space
I don't
Cadet
know, I
Erasure.
The real Buzz Lightyear origin
That's a
story.
good fucking show. I watched all of that show.
Buzz Lightyear animated.
There's
show.
not a lot
What's
of
it called?
cartoons that I watched all of as a kid.
Buzz
I
Lightyear of
fucking
Star
did.
Command.
That's it.
I
Oh,
loved,
Star
yeah.
Command.
Buzz
Star
Lightyear of
Command.
Star Command.
That shit was
It's
so
not
good.
on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I literally went and looked for it when Disney Plus launched, and I was like, the fuck is going on here? You promised me the entire catalog. Where's my animated Buzz Lightyear? Anyway,
Because they want to do their own origin story for him. That doesn't count.
All episodes have been uploaded to YouTube.
They have, yeah. I'm well aware.
There you go.
I'm well aware. Hey,
Tell
my
me I'm a
stream is-
bad man. Big man. That's right.
Space. The Final Frontier.
Hey, that's my game.
Hey, Arky.
You guys are in an open field as far as the eye can see. I have not put any. I'll draw a road real quick. There's a road. Oh God, there's no road. There's no
Surprise
road.
snowstorm.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Yeah. Laurette pulls out of her bag
Teddy.
marbles the size of her torso. Belran's massive. I'm making everybody smaller. I'm making the marbles big and you guys small.
It's a bit easier, I think.
So I want scale.
Like the
for
devil goes never leave you alone.
this. I want scale. Craig says he is a small boy.
He is. He's like 5'4". Barney's a tall dwarf. He's like 4'5".
And I'm not getting a new model for Teddy. We just use our imagination. He's a plasmoid with the same. He just puts his armor back on. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's the same armor.
He just took that form again.
He just like slides his goo into the armor and it like folds into place.
Can he talk?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, right. Plasmoids can talk. I watched
Might
like
sound a
an
little
8-minute video. I watched like an 8-minute video on plasmoids this week.
That's fair. Be like, otherwise we're just gonna have Teddy make confused gurgling noises all the time.
Right. Lorenzo stands in front of you all and is like, "Hey, have a ball. I need these a mile apart. A mile apart from This bitch point.
A mile out from that point.
Yeah, in every direction.
Eddie takes a ball and starts running north.
God.
He's up it.
Where? Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
Toothy, grab a ball and be a hawk or some shit.
Okay.
I'll grab a ball, bamf wings, and fly south.
And I'll grab one and just rogue dash it.
Okay,
out.
so Eddie got the first one. Eddie, which one do you grab?
Yeah, red one's fine north.
Okay.
Kind of like look at Lorette to make sure that the red ball doesn't matter which ones to go where.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Feel like she
Oh,
would have
Can
told
I
us
not
that
go over
before
there?
she
Is there an
ran off a
invisible
mile.
wall?
Yeah, it's the end of your table. There's no way your table's that big.
No.
We'll just have to imagine it's a mile.
Scale everything down again.
This is imaginary. Make your table bigger.
Look,
I mean, your table's not that big.
D&D, goddammit.
he's making the tables.
Where you zooming
Scale
out.
it down.
When you didn't see
Scale
that
it down.
bottom
Did you
or
just say Fergie?
Fergalicious definition.
My humps.
Make the boys go loco.
My lumps.
Okay. So this isn't enough scale, but this is like a long distance. You cannot see Lorette, David. That's how far away you are, okay?
14 miles away? Wow. It's crazy.
Yep, 14. No, it's 1 mile. But like, she's a dot in the distance. A mile's a long way.
Yeah, but he's
It's a
got
way.
bird eyes. Right?
Fuck you. Fuck
Bird.
you. Anyways,
Even
10 to 2.
bird eyes?
Which one are you taking?
Wise. Except when it comes to reading, Eddie can read any language. It's just a fun fact of the literacy of Eddie.
Well, Tim wanted the red one.
Do you want to fight Eddie for it before he runs off?
Oh,
Uh,
it was
okay.
taken. I thought the run was still sitting there. Whoops.
Mm.
Everybody, both Tim the Tooth and Narvos like march after Eddie.
No, I'll go for the white one. It's
Fucking hand it over, you loser.
I didn't get the one I wanted. I'll
That was
just
just me being colorblind and not being able to tell colors.
I'll take whatever's left.
West, south, or east, Narvos?
Yeah.
Can I just make sure before I take off that they are both a mile away from her?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, they go where they need to. Tim the Tooth, which one are you taking? Timothy?
What was that?
Which one are you taking?
I'll take which. I will take whichever one's left.
There's two.
Is
Oh.
somebody else taking one of them?
Yes.
Yeah, somebody will have to take it, but I'm
Okay.
asking
Oh, why?
you
What?
first.
I'll
well,
take the green one.
Okay, Craig grabs the green one. Timothy the Tooth grabs the blue one. Timothy, Craig, which way? East or west?
Take the east.
Okay, you've got the long walk. Craig just like slowly starts rolling his in that direction.
I'm also rolling like a Dark Souls game.
Went full droidica.
Tooth is right there. Okay, who's left? We got Converge and Liam runs off with Eddie.
Gotta get his cardio in.
There's
Converge and
Teddy.
Valorant. Teddy's following Craig.
Okay, Teddy's going with Craig.
Teddy's following Craig. Which leaves you two. Jelly's going with Tim.
I will go with Narvos.
Okay. Taking Valran with you?
Yep.
Clarny, and Carney.
Who doesn't have a pair or protection?
Lorette doesn't have anybody.
I'm gonna stick with her.
You
I feel like
got it.
seems to
y'all
work.
would be the type to stay in the middle anyway.
That's kind of what I was vibing with anyway. Yep.
Dude, Tim is so strong.
A lot of you guys are really strong.
Yeah, just like pure strength.
Strength is not my strong suit.
I don't know how, but it says I have 27. I don't know if that's wrong.
You've got a
You've been
belt.
given a belt.
Of cloud strength. Okay, I'm just making sure.
And mine's 25 because I
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing this game for so long. I've handed out enough.
Stupid
belts.
We've
magic.
given up on belt. There's one somebody doesn't have, I think.
Yeah,
And then,
I think there is one just hanging around.
There's the Vorpal sword nobody's ever picked back up.
No, the Vorpal sword's gone. I took away the Vorpal
Did you?
sword.
No, remember we had to lose a
dropped.
legendary weapon or a magic
You had to
weapon.
lose. You had to lose an item when I killed Carney.
Oh yeah. That's
The
what it
roll
was.
of the roll of the dice, and
One of them,
the
one of my
Vorpal
things
sword.
wasn't going to come back. Yeah.
And we literally left it up completely to dice, and it was the Vorpal sword that got lost.
Good sword.
Uh,
Killed the Jabberwock.
right, we're gonna lock these all in place as the ritual begins. Lock. This is Bob. Hold on, what is this?
Let's just have it on.
Okay, Eddie, I assume you've got a bird. You got a bird, Cody, with you? Put this echo in the middle. They'll be used later, I'm sure. Lorette has no idea. She's never cast this spell before, so she doesn't know what's going to happen. You all get to your placements. You all think you're at the right point. And how many of you put down your orbs? How many of you just keep holding them? Does anybody keep holding them? Does anybody put them down? What do you do when you think you're about a mile out?
Put down. And walk.
At your feet.
Yeah, and sort of walk backwards a little bit from it, so he's on the outside.
Like this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, if there's a summoning circle in the center of all the orbs, Eddie's not standing in the summoning circle. That makes sense?
Uh-huh.
Eddie's not here to get what's the word, squelched? Is that the Harry Potter when disapparating and apparating goes?
Oh, splinched.
Splinched, yeah. Eddie's not looking to be splinched today.
Timothy the Tooth, are you holding it or putting it down?
I'm holding it. I forget halfway through that I'm carrying this thing.
All right, so Timothy the Tooth's just still kind of walking in a direction. Narvos.
I would have set it down and just kind of been standing next to it, like not in front of it, but like off to the side.
You got it. Conversion and Velran are trotting up behind you.
Yeah. I figure we're probably actually going to be standing outside, looking out, watching, because I'm expecting trouble to show up.
And Craig. Teddy is like, I think Teddy doesn't run anymore. You just watch like his leg, like his armor is like dragging his like legs and boots as like he's formed like a ball with his goo.
Yeah.
It's like it is actually probably moving at like 80 feet per round.
Mm.
There's just two tracks where those boots are getting dragged through the dirt.
Yeah.
I never picked my orb up. I rolled it. I'm gonna sit on top of it.
Okay, just sitting on top of it. Right. Clarny, I'm just gonna leave you over there. You're standing. It's fine.
Mhm.
You're on the orb. Clarny, you watch as Lorette begins like lighting candles and putting them down, and after a moment, the light of the candle is super bright, and all of you can see from a distance that 4 like motes of sunlight have been lit in like this center point where Lorette is. Clarny, you kind of have to like pull down a visor or something because you are now like within, just completely surrounded by 4 mini suns.
Impressed.
She begins chanting in Celestial is the language, not angelic.
Oh boy.
And at that moment, all of your orbs sort of like lock in their planar space. So Timothy, you're walking and just suddenly it like your like chest hits the orb as it like completely ceases movement. It cannot be moved from its space on the plane.
Weird.
Man just gets clotheslined by the ball.
Yeah, like if you weren't you'd probably get the wind knocked out of you. The rest of you, like nothing happens necessarily, because of how you guys decided to be. But a moment later, these like astral tendrils, like are like grow out of each of the orbs and go high up into the sky, way up into the sky, and then start to bend in the direction of Lorette and Clarny and Carney. As they sort of reach their zenith and start to curve, the bases all sort of grow. The orbs themselves sort of split and force themselves into the earth, into the ground. And so there's a green split, a red split, a white split, and a blue split. And within that sort of like split, there is the same sort of astral sort of see-through energy, kind of like you can still see through to the other side. It is see-through, so like who's on one side and somebody's on the other. I think Convergent. So Convergent and Velran can kind of see Narvos on the other side, but there's definitely like some kind of barrier. And then elementals are gonna just start coming out of them.
Oh.
At each one of them. You gotta wait for those to connect. So roll initiative as each of you guys are gonna be fighting. You're gonna fight earth elementals, you're gonna fight air elementals, you're gonna fight water elementals, and you're gonna fight fire elementals. Split your party and don't even think about it. Nobody even looked at one another and was like, hey, you notice we're splitting the party? Nope, not a word.
Oh, absolutely. Didn't even need to say anything.
Not a word.
No intelligence.
David's over there, pissed he picked the red orb. Pissed.
What's the red orb? Is it air?
Fire.
I would
Fire.
pick the red
And you
orb.
tell me I can't grapple those?
Oh, we definitely can't. But what did you hear me say that Tim the Tooth's fighting water elementals?
I don't even have the ring on
There's
anymore.
only one
you don't?
elemental you can grapple.
Probably the earth elemental.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
The other ones you can't.
Workshop. I debated on it being like
29.
celestial, arcane, necromantic, but then I couldn't think of like a fourth in that grouping.
Oh wait.
I just like how nonchalantly you said it too. You're just like, yeah, you guys, there's elementals now.
I mean, I did the cool sort of like cinematic, like you're like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? Are the armies gonna come through, and then it's just gonna be like elemental.
Bruh.
Monster.
It's not gonna like trick you or anything. It's not like a surprise round. You're gonna be like, oh shit, I knew there was something coming out of there. Hmm. Hmm. No. Do you think this is where I'll find the element? Hey, look, they're right there.
Hey, look, elementals.
Why does the air elemental look like it's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Why is he the
Mhm.
Michelin Man?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
Liam come with me?
Doing a big twist.
Yeah, Liam's over there with you.
Great.
Great, great. Awesome.
Great, awesome.
Liam's like, oh fuck.
as a hand made of flame pushes its way out of the red door that's been made.
So I'm like a mile away from everybody.
Yeah,
Nope.
you are.
You're Overwatch on this.
Is
You're just what?
I'm like looking
Man-
around in all
Man
directions.
eating.
a mage eater. You guys could.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys should find these guys.
Yeah.
Just based on their names, they might be helpful.
The ant with legs.
Hey. That needs to be like double your size, so not that big. About the big. About the big. About the big. What's that? Is somebody do the like opening line from Hercules with the Titans as they just like go around? Somebody post a gif of it.
I'm Hercules.
Perfect. Great job, Craig.
Hey, it's Hercules.
Can you
Hey, it's Hercules here.
can you use control water on a water element?
Can you use control water on a water elemental?
I feel like the answer to that is the same as control water on someone's blood.
Timothy, what has happened? Why are you stuck over here?
Blood
Why are
bender.
you Timothy?
There you go.
You know how
I
Tim's
got it in
like usually
chat.
turning
I-
into red
I
stuff.
did it.
Oh, there we go. You did it. I like how the
you.
attacks with two of them is just puke.
Okay. Where are my elemental stats? Elementals. Christ.
I lost my old phone crashed, and I've lost my entire character sheet.
Oh no.
Not ideal.
Can you believe it?
Freestanding water and control any freestanding water.
It's free to stand there, bro. I think
Have water elementals freely standing there.
he's freely standing.
He's just standing there.
Was it a
menacingly.
5th level spell?
Okay, yeah, I want to learn the difference. Air elemental.
It's a fourth.
4th
Yeah.
level?
I can make it. No, it would be funny. Make it do a whirlpool. Just like do like spins and slam its elemental face into the ground. Oh, that's when we owned a boat. And we gotta go fucking fast, dude.
So when the armies from Sonar come, are they going to bring that magic ring from the mer people that I had
No.
ordered?
No. No. There's a fire elemental.
Those fucking mer people. Magic ring.
The ring to rule them all.
Indiana Jones and the Magic Mer People ring.
Bind them, and hug.
69 them.
Oh,
One cock ring to rule them all.
Wild.
I hope they're washing it when they're done.
Okay. There's my D20. Roll. He's got an 8. He's got a 3. Well, he's got a 3 plus 2, so 5, and then a 12 plus 4 is 16, and then a 12.
Who played this?
I played it because I wanted to play last week when we got swallowed. So this was just like
I like this song.
Wow, you guys rolled shit. You guys
Yeah,
rolled like shit this week.
yeah, we have a
We
bunch of
did.
16, 15 heads.
Eddie, you're up.
No, it's actually conversion. If you look
No.
at it.
18.
Oh, I'm looking at it. My dyslexia went crazy just then.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the opposite numbers
Yeah.
of each other. Threw me off there too. I was
All
like,
right,
what is it?
Eddie, you're up. Liam goes on your round as well. Mr. David.
Cool. Are fire elementals immune to all damage types?
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
resistant?
Absolutely. Nothing can harm them.
they are immune to all, David. What
Everything.
are you talking about?
Not all, but like
Fun facts actually can be grappled. What?
no, they
Like
can't.
you were-
Sure, if you want to grab a hold of a bonfire.
Like, I'm gonna make it burn you. You're gonna take fire damage, but actually it says condition immunity is not. None of those are grappled.
What? Yeah, it does.
Not the stat block I'm using.
Cool,
Oh, you got a
okay,
different stat
great.
block.
Don't complain.
Oh,
Shut the fuck up! Don't complain about it.
I wonder how much fire damage I'll take.
Make famous last words.
Probably quite a bit.
Here lies Eddie, barbecued by giving a fire elemental a hug.
First attack is a 20 to hit. Does 20 hit?
it would if you were using the stat block you was looking at.
Yeah, it hits.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I said
So
that
there-
twice.
No,
I-
you didn't. We didn't
we did
hear
not
you
Hear you
all.
at all.
Second one is 32 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Third one is 21 to hit.
Yep,
And then Unleash Incarnation from the Echo, 32 to hit.
yep.
All right. So there we go. Uh, 10 damage from the roll damage, and then plus 4 times 8. What's 4 times 8 real quick?
32.
32. So 44 damage.
In
That's why-
total for all the damage.
Yep, all the damage I did was 44 damage with the
Okay.
katana.
Each time you did that,
Mhm.
so 4 times.
4 times.
Each creature within 15 feet takes 5 points of fire damage.
Damn.
Crazy.
So the
Yeah.
bird's dead.
Phoenixed himself on that attack.
Bird should have automatically teleported to the necklace, but I'm worried about
No,
Liam.
the bird Cody.
Oh, the bird Cody. Gotcha.
Bird Cody. Liam is a rogue, a second level rogue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a +1 con modifier. Because he's a malnourished child. Craig, what is the dice of a rogue? Is it a D8?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
20 points of fire damage is gonna put a rogue to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So Liam, like you do a flurry of blows, Eddie, and then like the wave of heat falls over you, and Liam faints.
Okay. Oh, also, I'm using a reclaim potential here. So since he destroyed an echo, I'm getting some temporary hit points.
And I did lie to you. He cannot be grappled.
6.
Found
Well,
it, did you?
I did find it. It was on the second row of condition immunities.
Oh, yes, the second row.
The little herd of second row. Okay. Who's up next? It's Conversion.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Air elemental.
Yeah, just like a burst of wind with hands. He's like,
Did I hear Narvos correct earlier that he has his wings out?
he does have his wings out.
Okay.
I used my sorcery point one, not my radiant soul ones. But yeah, my wings are currently out.
Okay. I will move off to the away from Velran a bit. Probably like 20 feet or so, just to get some space so that we're all not right next to each other.
Good call. Good call.
And I will go ahead and cast Sacred Flame.
Got a 9.
Oh, sorry. I was just realizing that. Yeah, probably not the best spell for an air elemental.
No, yeah, he had a really high dex roll, but I still rolled shit. I rolled a 3.
Yeah. So yeah, it was looking for more than a 9. All right. So I will roll damage. I remember that and not cast it next time.
In dream.
20 points.
All right. It's like see-through innards are lit up with a sacred flame. Anything else?
Not right yet. Conversion will go ahead and shoot it with. Let me make sure he has a magic weapon.
He has disadvantage on
does.
this attack.
He does?
It's in a part of the air elemental.
Okay. So
Any ranged attack made against it has disadvantage.
all right.
Well, he's a crossbow expert.
4.
And
Doesn't that do something?
no,
Damn.
no, it's not because he's in melee. It's just part of the air elemental. I think the idea is
Wait,
that
no. If he got in melee.
it doesn't give him advantage,
Yeah, right.
so it doesn't cancel out anything. No, I think the idea is that the vortex of the air elemental makes ranged attacks sort of like
Yeah.
get like sucked up into it.
So 17.
17 hits.
Okay.
It spins through, but finds whatever is the actual sort of like core of the air elemental and strikes through with the magical crossbow bolt.
I'm assuming the dwarven crossbow is a heavy crossbow.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay. So 10 points on that shot. He has 2 more shots.
Cool.
29 on the second one.
Cool.
Another 10 points.
Perfect.
16. To hit.
Oh, to hit, that does still hit. That is a meets it beats it.
Okay.
Huh?
Thought that was good.
7 points.
7 points. You got it. He's looking pretty like haggard, like coming out of the portal, and he's like, whoa. Making air sounds. Actually, you all understand him. He's like, the fuck is going? What the hell? It's in like a dialect, but Orin and Eric Cochran, very very similar languages. So you hear him swearing. Next up is the fire elemental. Fire elemental. What's he gonna do?
Nothing. He was so scared from that big damage I showed him on that first turn, he's just gonna run away. It's obvious. Fear me, fire elemental.
He's just gonna walk over and set you and Liam on fire. And then it's gonna beat the shit out of you.
Hey, Joey, do you have Thunderstep?
I wish.
You Thunderstep to get him closer to Clarny?
7 to hit. 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. That's a hit.
You take 11 fire damage. And then a 21 to hit.
That hits.
So you take another 11 points of fire damage. And you are on fire.
What does that mean?
You take a d10 fire damage at the start of every round. Every time your turn comes around, you take a d10 fire. Liam also on fire because he moved through Liam's space.
Liam's dead.
Liam's probably dead, yeah.
I don't know how to rescue Liam from this one.
Yeah.
Moving along, it is now 16. Next one's 15. Craig and Clarny beat the 15. Craig, a pile of poo is coming out of this. Teddy is freaked the fuck out.
I'll Teddy run to the center. I'm also gonna dash. Yeah, I'm gonna run and dash towards the center.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Fight Growth.
Behind you. Cool.
Mhm. That's me.
All right. Clarny. You can kind of like hear the sounds of fighting beginning in all directions.
Do I know what is happening, or do I just
would
know
say
there's fighting?
no. I will give
I
you
will-
that there are the sounds of fighting in all directions.
So I
There's
wouldn't know. Like I could
burst
probably
of-
go one direction first,
I
like towards
would
the
say
fire
that
one.
to the fire one is the only one where there's been a burst of light. Is like everywhere else, it's just like
I'm just looking for anything to direct me towards the fire one. That's good enough.
okay.
I'm running towards the fire one.
Okay. That's Clarny's turn. Clarny and Carney just start sprinting in that direction. Brings us to the air elemental, the other fast one. Is across the line. But damn, Mr. Lawrence is not yet the students see the massacre so easily. He's gonna put you in his space and make a strength save, Narvos.
Oh, that's gonna go great.
That's cruel.
1. Not a natural 1, but it was a 2 minus 1.
You're flung away. You take 43 points of bludgeoning damage. I won't knock you prone because your wings are out.
Okay, that's cool. It's a good thing there's no walls for me to go into.
And I won't make you take the second amount of damage because your wings were out.
Yay.
Actually, no, because of your cloak, you wouldn't have taken. You just start like slowly floating back down anyway.
Yeah, my momentum just slows naturally.
You have like Superman style when like Superman's thrown, and you just sort of like slowly stop in the middle of the air.
I love the cloak. Yeah,
Nice.
so good for him.
I love my floak.
But like you took a beating from like being pulled like into his vortex and like spun around like a dozen times in the span of that guy's turn.
Yeah.
Gave you a concussion, threw you out. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's about the right distance to have thrown you out. That's its turn. It spends its whole turn like consuming you and tossing you out of its vortex.
Yay.
It's your turn. It's your turn, Arbos.
Oh, lovely. So how far am I away from this guy?
I'd say like 40 to 50 feet.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to basically my wings are already out, but I'm gonna go radiant, so eyes glow, wings glow, all that good stuff. And I'm going to quicken a spell at him.
Okay.
I bless the rain.
I sang this. David and I sang this, I'm pretty sure, together. Do you remember that, buddy?
Give me a second.
Oh, we all know it's about a werewolf.
Yeah, it's a werewolf song.
It is.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
you haven't heard
you
about the
haven't seen that?
werewolf?
You haven't seen that?
Bro,
No.
this whole song's about a werewolf who doesn't want to be a werewolf anymore. He's going to Africa to get cured.
Why? I remember Nickerson gave me a thing of dried, I think, pig hooves to shake during.
Yes. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Right,
Yeah. It's
big
homemade.
hooves.
Yeah, it's homemade maracas, essentially. Yeah.
That's pretty
Do you
cool.
think he bought that from like an instrument website? Or do you think
Absolutely
it was-
not. He made that. He made that.
He made that.
Yeah.
Where did he get
Pig himself.
Find a fucking instrument website with dried pig hooves on it right now, bro. And send me the link. Let me see it.
It's on Amazon Prime.
What,
find
Wait, it is? Hold on.
No, I'm
Is
joking.
that an instrument website? I almost said restaurant, bro.
that? There are a lot of instruments on Amazon. I think it counts.
Narvos, what spell did you quick cast?
4th level chromatic orb.
Of what kind?
Yes.
No, you wanted to say lightning, right?
Yeah, definitely lightning.
Lightning against the
or
plummeting
thunder.
Do we hear
Poison.
lightning?
Yeah.
It's almost always going to be acid, unless you put him
Yeah,
against
it
like an
is.
acid monster.
Yeah. Acid just works.
Just works.
It's a 30 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool.
Yeah, that does it. It is a disadvantage.
Roll this man.
You gotta
Oh,
roll
it is.
this.
Hold on.
It is a disadvantage.
Thank you for reminding me.
Only roll.
No, that's
18.
Also the same. It's an 11.
Okay.
11
You have a
plus
19
15.
to that fucking roll. What the fuck? Okay, I'm boosting these guys to hit. These guys have a +7 to hit on this stat block. I'm making that a little better. Based off of Narvos telling me you have a +19.
I have a plus 15 to hit. But
11.
so that was a
20.
24 acid plus 18 radiant.
Hey. Ow. He's really hurt. He's like trying to go back in, but the way is shut.
I went out.
Shit, this place sucks. Fuck. After Narvos is Tooth. Nothing's happened over here because the water elemental rolled really shittily, and kind of so did Timothy. So just a torrent of water is rolling at you, Tooth. What do you do? What do you do, Tooth man?
I'm going to call lightning.
I wonder if he would appreciate that. I doubt it.
But while I'm doing it, I'm gonna be like, "You chill, bro. You
Water and
chill."
lightning. Aren't friends.
Doesn't seem like it would go well together.
You chill, bro. We good?
Chill, he says while he shocks him with lightning.
He's like rolling at you, just like a wall of water.
Does it look menacing?
It does. It does look menacing.
All right. I don't think we're chill.
Glorp.
Blorpus.
Could you roll dexterity? I think.
I'll
I'm
try.
double-checking.
He'll make an attempt. He rolled a 3, so that's a 6.
Yep. So you're gonna get 3d10s. It's a 9, 7, 16, and then a 10, 26.
Ooh, 26 out of 3d10s? Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty juicy.
You just watch as like the lightning courses through the entire water body, and you're like, oh, maybe don't touch Jelly. Don't touch him. Don't touch him right after I do that. This is my fault. This song that's playing right now.
Yeah.
This one's my fault.
You're doing.
I'm letting it play out.
It's creamy. Is that what he's saying? Creamy.
Okay, Earth Elemental. How fast can it move? You fighting? Anyways, it can move 30. It will never catch you. There we go. That's its turn. Water Elemental's turn. It's gonna move into Timothy the Tooth space. Timothy the Tooth is gonna be fine. Did Timothy make me a strength save?
Okay.
Think you can do it, buddy?
Need you to
Count
roll
out the
a-
melee attack.
Nope.
That's a natural 16 plus 14 or save.
That's not what I
Yeah.
wanted. That's not what
Yeah.
I wanted. You
So-
just, I mean, just hold your breath. It's just trying to like beat you up with water, and you're like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
no,
bath.
I take showers with more force than that.
no.
I don't think
Um,
as much.
That's its round. Brings us back to the top. Eddie.
Do I roll the fire damage or do you?
You do.
Oh, I do.
Be
Gotcha.
kind. Be honest. Liam takes one failed death save. You also need to roll him a death save. That's your responsibility.
It's a 7 for the damage. Death
7
save.
fire damage.
Liam.
Death save for Liam.
You got an 11.
That's a success. So one fail, one success.
Yes. It fails if he takes damage, right?
Yeah, it's a fail if he takes damage. Yeah,
On his turn or every time?
every time he takes damage. He's on fire. He took damage at the same time you did the fire damage.
Yeah, I think Liam's fucked here. I think he's fucked. That's okay because we have one of these things to kill. Bang! I'm gonna attack it. That's what I'm gonna do. First one is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Second one is a 18 to hit.
That hits. At that point, Liam dies.
At that point, Eddie becomes a monstrous bird demon. Next one is a 21 to hit.
I had to grab a snack. What did the earth elemental do?
He moved.
Into the spikes?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the spikes. No, I'm gonna say he didn't. I'm gonna say he burrows.
He goes under him.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. What's under
Okay.
it. Yep.
And then bonus action, make an echo. And then that echo is going to do an Unleash Incarnation. And does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So right now we got 4 hits here. There's a 6. There's 7. There's 2. There's 8 for those, and then plus 32. I actually just need a freaking calculator, man. Uh, 55 damage. Oh wait, plus 4 from so a total of 59 damage from here. Also, make me an intelligence saving throw.
I have a cat in my lap.
All moves. What a good kitty.
Nope. Okay. Oh, he rolled 15.
That's probably going to be enough.
Rolled a natural 17 minus 2.
Feature strip. Yeah. Oh, that's probably enough.
All right. Your echo dies.
Yeah, he dies.
And you take another 20 points of fire damage.
And as that echo dies, I'm gonna get some health back. Temporary health.
You know, temporary health doesn't stack. You just refresh.
Yeah. Well, I already lost the temporary health.
I'm just reminding you.
Yeah, it doesn't stack. Yeah, I got it. All right, and I think I want to action surge, and I want to do another 3 attacks.
Okay.
Because why not?
Try that boy.
First one's gonna be a 16 to hit.
That hits. Do the
Next one's
damage.
gonna be 20.
You want to be doing damage with each one of these.
Yeah, 28 to hit.
Yep.
And 30 to hit.
Yeah, okay. He didn't listen to me. I'm going to have him take all 3 damage.
Even if he dies?
Yep. Because he didn't listen.
Yeah, he didn't.
What? You said you wanted me to be doing damage.
He was
with
trying
these.
to tell you to calculate your damage after each roll.
It's just 15 points of damage. His temporary hit point shield will absorb most of that.
Gotcha. Sorry. All right. 17 plus 24. 17 plus 24. Is that going to be enough to kill him?
41.
Yeah, that's 41 plus another
That's
6.
6 points. 41.
40. Total 47.
Yep.
All
Okay.
right. Cool.
You take another 15 points of fire damage.
Great. All right.
Liam is unrecognizable.
It's a lump of coal.
He sucks his teeth at this. He's like, ooh. Okay. May have been a too high level adventure for this boy.
His eyes are completely cooked and gone. There's just like an empty socket there that's steaming. His mouth is slightly open, steam or smoke rolling out of it.
Can I do a medicine check?
Yeah, go right ahead. As you put your hands on the body to do a medicine check, the parts you touch crumble into charcoal.
You've just been roasting him with each of those hits. Just
I rolled a 10. It's gonna be enough to stabilize him.
He is very stable right now.
He's not moving, that's for sure.
Not as stable as he's ever going to be.
He's not going anywhere.
unless a heavy
Like-
breeze comes through.
Is there anything fleshy left?
No, absolutely not.
All right, Eddie's gonna scoop up some
This boy is
soot,
Ash.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. It counts as a body part for reincarnating someone, right?
Like his
Yeah.
teeth, his like jaws still there, and like a part of his skull. But
Yeah, I pick up some of that, and I sort of shake off the ash as I'm getting a solid piece out. Eddie just starts walking the others.
Why does this sound like Bayside? Who is this? I like
I think
this.
this is one of
Japanese
my
Bayside.
failures.
Is this Japanese Bayside?
This is my failure, but this isn't what I want. No, this is Asian Kung Fu Generation.
Riri?
Riri. This isn't what I wanted, but it is kind of a bop. Conversion. This guy is like looking to leave. He's like trying to push his way back into the portal, but he won't let him back through. Shit. Shit, it was better there.
I'm just gonna kind of look at him since I can kind of understand what he's saying. He's like, well, just sit there and wait a few minutes.
You got it. You got it. Oh, fuck. Oh, it hurts so bad. Oh, fuck.
Velrun's gonna back away. I'm just gonna kind of stand where I'm at and kind of like, yep, okay. So as long as and basically I'm gonna declare hold action. If he tries to come at me, I will attack him.
Do you want to banish him?
I don't think I've got banishment ready. Hang on a minute. And I don't want to try casting anything like that. Because I don't want to find out that breaks the ritual that she's performing.
That's fair. That's fair. Brings us to Craig.
Does Craig see
See like a mound of dirt being
a
pushed.
mound of dirt being
Like you see where he's
Like
tunneled.
tremors.
right? How I know how far down he is.
Like
Yeah,
Bugs
like
Bunny.
right underneath. the
Right
surface.
underneath the surface. And and the homie's gonna move, right? Is he gonna take an attack of opportunity? Teddy?
He's fine. Teddy will move on your round. Just like scoot,
Okay.
scoot forward. He keeps sprinting. Every time I touch the track, it turns into gold.
I feel like Earthbind should let you keep a creature in the earth from coming out of it. You know?
I see why you would think that.
It's like
but...
anti-Earthbind.
Anti-Earthbind. Earth stay.
Yeah, I want to make Earth Stay spell. I'm a knowledge cleric. That's basically a wizard.
And do you want to make spells? You just gotta tell me you want to make spells.
Yeah, I haven't been working on
Then
it,
we'll
so
learn how to
I
make
don't know it.
spells.
I've now decided.
Yeah,
At the end of the
we'll work on
campaign,
this
I'm gonna
later.
start making a spell called Earth Stay.
Perfect. We'll work on that later. Now, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna.
You're not a high enough level cleric to just pray, right?
No. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run 3 times. I want to get to the middle.
Where's my dice rolling from? /R. 100. Nope. Just start sprinting. Laurette's got nothing better to do with her round, so I just use hers.
That's my turn.
She hoped for the Dawn Father to go talk to the knowing mentor to teach you that spell.
Yeah.
That's what she was hoping for divine intervention. She's like, hey, can you go have a chat and get that knowledge for Craig? And Dawn Father was like, who the fuck do you think I am? After Craig is Clarny. Clarny, in the distance, you see a sullen, like brightly lit Eddie with Bill on fire, walking towards you.
Right, I gotta put that out.
Am I within speaking distance? Can you hear me?
So you can shout to one another, sure.
Okay. I shout out, is everything okay?
How far away is he?
Several hundred feet.
I shout back. I hold up Liam's chin. I'm like, Liam got burnt up.
Oh shit! What
He
was
the doctor. I tried to stabilize him, but you know.
I have
Hands
no
went
medical
around.
training.
I did a medicine check.
If he was having a seizure, I bet I could help hold him down, but that's about the best I can do here. Man, I'd make a great orderly. Just fucking...
Hey, Clardy, what are you doing?
Okay, are we can we meet up or whatever?
Yeah, you can start.
Like on this turn? Because I want to
You'll on his next turn, he'll make it to you.
Okay.
But you
then
can sprint over.
Okay. Well, I mean, I just want to just keep moving until I get to Eddie.
You got it.
Basically, I don't know what's going on at this point.
Yep. Do you want to ready the resurrection spell? Or do you not want to waste those gems?
Ready?
I mean, I've got it. I don't know if I want to waste them. I'm going to hold up on that.
Okay.
I'm going to confer with the group before I waste shit on that.
Perfect. The longer you wait, the more gems you're going to have to waste them each anyways.
Yeah. My vote's no, by the way.
So you're going to have to have that discussion with Eddie
he's just going to get...
seconds.
He's just going to get burnt up again, so...
You're going to have to look at Eddie and be like, I'm not going to resurrect him.
Sonar here pretty soon. I was thinking we just have Sonar do it.
James Narvos. You're floating up in the air. That guy, you see Conversion has not engaged him, and you can kind of hear the air elemental in the distance being like, "Oh, will this fucking thing open back up? These guys are crazy here."
I have the Kiss of the Changebringer. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. You remember character sheet thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's just there, and Conversion's just kind of letting him do his thing, basically. Or he's backed up. He's not engaging.
Oh, yeah, and this guy's turn actually happened, so he actually is in the full dodge action.
Gotcha. Can I see anything that's going on from here with the other
From
people?
your angle, you can see Craig sprinting towards Laurette in the center, and the earth moving behind him, and that's about it.
Cool.
And the motes of sunlight. Also, at this point, I haven't mentioned this. The strands are reaching down towards Laurette. The astral strands from the rocks.
Okay. I think Conversion is able to take care of him. I'm gonna start flying towards Nick. I'll just double move towards Nick.
To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day.
Allow those wings. Tim the Tooth Man. You're engulfed in water.
I wouldn't lightning it, Trevor.
No, yeah, for sure.
It was early in the morning when he rode into the town.
He's gonna walk out of the water.
He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around.
And then I'm gonna call lightning.
Roll.
Is that doable? Can I do that?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
100%. You succeeded in the strength check. It was just like around you, just sort of like swim out of it, land on the ground, and you're like, pew! Fuck.
I've been on boats too long.
Can't stop this. 7. Wait, roll dexterity.
Did I roll a 5?
Okay. 7, 5, 6.
18?
Great, 18 points of damage. That was your bonus action, right? Or is that your full action?
Movement, and then
All lightning you
Use-
started already, right? You have to use an
Yeah.
action for it.
it's an action.
Okay.
Okay, so what's Jelly doing?
Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red.
You could action search.
But the outlaw didn't worry men that tried.
I feel like Jelly's just confused. Doesn't know how to attack. Doesn't know how to punch, scratch water. Or at least that's what Trevor's brains be thinking.
I love it. I love it. Jelly just sort of like scurries behind you and is like, get him, Toothy! Get him, Tim! Get him! Fuck him up! Fuck him up!
Yeah, yeah. It's hyping Tim up. That's good enough.
It's now the Earth Elemental's turn. He moves to there. Water Elemental's turn. Water Elemental's going to take 2 attacks at Tim the Tooth. Tim the Tooth, a 25 to hit.
Yes. Yes, that does.
Timothy the Tooth, a 16 to hit.
No.
Cool. You take 22 points of bludgeoning damage and have to make a strength save.
All right.
Why do I even ask?
Oh, I rolled a natural 1 plus 14, 15.
You are knocked prone.
Ruh-roh.
I'm gonna roll
Is that a melee attack?
It was a melee attack.
I can use a reaction, make a melee attack back. Using repose.
You do that.
Right. Rolled a 18.
It hits.
Sick.
You know, a druid that could stay in wild shape for 8 hours could use those 8 hours to train with a Beastmaster Ranger and become his official companion.
Oh, nice. 6, 7, 8, 9. 16. Plus superior.
Oh, you're a
die.
Beastmaster? Yeah. You're Beast. Oh, it's my homie Greg.
God, I'm looking for D8. There we go. Plus 6. 15. 16, 17, 18, 19. Plus 8. So 15 plus 15 bludgeoning, 8 frost damage. There we go.
The cold damage freezes part of the elemental in place, and it takes an extra 20 points of damage. And like a whole chunk of it just like falls to the ground.
Suck a nerd.
No, you're still prone. Still not prone with that blow. At the end of this round, the tendrils connect with Lorette, and this like large amount of energy begins to coalesce around Lorette. One more round of combat brings us to Eddie.
You know, Eddie's just running back towards everyone. About how far does he have to go here?
Take a D10.
Oh, Eddie wants to put himself out.
Okay, that's your whole action to put yourself out.
Okay, that's fine. That's my whole action. Eddie puts himself out.
Okay, you only move 30 feet, which means Clarny is 30 feet away from you.
I would like to bonus action expeditious retreat and then just get there on this turn.
So does the fire elemental, through the heat of its
BRB.
own fire, cause the clothes to burst, or cause him to burst into flames on his own? Or is he
No,
putting
he's-
his fire onto him?
He
So if
puts
he's
his-
dead, how's his fire still there?
because he's on fire, like his
Right.
body's.
So
I
he
don't-
heated him up to the point where he's on fire?
Yeah. Well, once you're on fire, you're on fire.
Okay. Does that mean fire just... Never mind, go ahead.
Fire proliferates on its own.
Yeah.
It's like wet, you know? You
Burn.
so
Yeah, like Tim the Tooth is out of the water elemental, but is still wet.
Okay.
took 10 freaking points of fire damage from that.
Yeah, it fucking hurt.
It did hurt. It hurt a lot.
That one makes me laugh even more, honest.
Though that Tim's wet.
The little bits of water elemental on him.
Will faces for a minute. Like,
Yeah.
Our water elemental is more like water and more like jello. Like a really, really
It's water.
Thick water.
in the jello. Do they have any sort of like gooiness to them?
Thick
Just-
water.
You,
I
you
would say
can
there's
punch them.
like a membrane. Like if we really like did an autopsy on a water elemental, there's like a thin, almost imperceptible membrane keeping the water contained.
Like
Do you think a
like the
water
inside of a
element
cactus.
then? Do you think the water elemental is just the membrane and it has a lot of just normal water in it, and it's just the membrane doing
Who
everything?
knows? These are the mysteries of the arcane world.
Wait, do fire elementals work the same way?
That's
You're
what I
gonna
was
have
trying to say.
Okay,
go
so
back and
I'm
skip
writing
that
down.
fire elemental.
I'm writing down. Have an elemental expert in Central City for the players to interrogate. They will have their answers. All right, Eddie and Clarny, what are you two
Come
doing?
back.
Hey, I asked him, what was it? What attacked you? Give me the deets.
So it was a fire elemental over there, and I killed it, of course. But
Good.
it
Did you
killed
grapple it?
I did not grapple it. I did that.
Okay.
Felt unwise. Oh, also, Eddie's still a monstrous bird-looking thing right now. So if that, holy
That
shit,
doesn't bother me.
yeah.
That's
Probably
I've seen worse.
Named himself chicken wings.
So I'm gonna deduce and assume that since yours was a fire, that the other ones are going to be the other elements. But
Sure.
but I'm also going to say we should probably get back to Lorette.
Lorette,
What's your name? Lorette.
Lorette.
Loretta. Anyway, and we should probably get back to her because I figure everyone else can handle themselves, and we need to get going and protect her just in case.
right. Parrot, look at me, Parrot. Go fly and look at other things, and come back here and say help me if they need help.
Actually, could I? How long is it going to take me to get back there? What's my speed?
2 rounds. 2 rounds.
If I
If you use your full
was
turn.
flying, would I get there faster?
1 round.
I'm going to cast Otherworldly Form and give myself wings. and fly back to Earth.
The same thing fucking what's his face casts all the time.
Otherworldly form.
Narvos, you are what's his face.
I am what's his face.
Is that what you cast all the time? Otherworldly form?
No, his is something else, isn't it?
Just part of being an Astamar.
Yeah, his is right.
D&D 5e.
This is
I
UA?
just want to see it.
See, this is UA. I think.
All I see is UA. Yeah.
Oh.
I
Ew.
mean, I'm fine with it, but like, let me
Yeah.
read it.
Well, then never mind. Never mind.
How
I'll
does
just
it
run
work?
back then.
Can't you learn fly? I learned fly. Is that not a
I don't
cleric
know.
spell?
I don't see fly.
No, I mean the two sources of flying I have are being an Asimar, so I can pop out the wings, and then from the sorcerer, revelation and flesh. I can fly, I can swim, I can squeeze.
Honestly, because like you get most of these from like other things. So like if you just cast fly on yourself, the 3rd level spell fly.
But he
You get
can't get fly.
Yeah, I don't have access.
Yeah, he doesn't have access to it. The cleric book's pretty small, honestly.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just run back. It's no big deal. It's no big deal.
Cleric fly spell. I thought you got polymorph too. That sucks.
I think that's just because of Trickster.
Yeah.
Cool. Sprints back brings us to Conversion. Conversion, you see shit happening over by Lorette. Like lots of like bluish, purplish energy.
We'll take a chance and cast Sending.
Okay.
Are you good over there? I'll cast it to her. Are you okay over there? Do you need something else?
I think you just get responses. You get 25 words of celestial chanting.
Okay.
Because she's in the middle of a ritual and that's what she says.
Okay. Do I get a sense of urgency in her voice?
There is a fervent nature to it. And this is the crescendo of the spell, the climax of the spell.
Okay. I will just continue holding action, ready to defend myself if the elemental decides to attack.
Who's that? Treck.
Yo, Conversion is the only way a cleric can fly.
Okay.
He did it. He already figured it out.
What are you doing, Craig?
Sorry. Only natural way for a cleric to be able to make themselves fly is by having the subclass that Conversion had. I had to look into it.
Conversion's just like Carl's like nodding his head, like, yep. Correct.
Okay.
You must be special like me.
You could get winged boots or
Timothy has a cloak of the bat.
the Earth guy, can I still see the mound?
Huh?
Is the Earth man still mounding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, have Teddy Ursa move.
The Baltimore County School Board have decided to expel Dexter from the entire public school system. Mr. Kirk, I'm going to finish you to make Dexter's 2 and 3, but surely expulsion is not the answer.
We'll have no way to deal with this guy other than just like shooting him, and I feel like it's ineffective with him being in the ground.
Could stop and fight him.
Yeah, in melee.
Take the disadvantage shot.
No, I don't melee often. Okay, I'm gonna stop and hold my action to attack.
Fuck it, we ball.
I'm gonna actually use my bonus action. I can see this man, right? Because he's Earth, and that's Earth.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. I'm not. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Like, I'm gonna look at you and tell you that that's bullshit, but I'm gonna let you do it. So
I'm gonna make him make a deception check.
Okay.
Did he get a natural 20?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So I'll have sneak attack on him if you're cool with that being on a
Yeah, that's
reaction. All right, that's
Yeah.
me.
After Craig, Tony already went. Narvos.
All right. I was flying towards where
Oh, right.
the guy was.
Thank you.
And you said the Earth guy, he's just still under the
Still underground.
ground. Okay, cool. I'll just kind of keep heading that way. Try to like head him off.
Yeah. With your fly speed, we're gonna put you right there. Okay. Timothy the Tooth. You're prone on the ground.
Still concentrating. I'm gonna call down some more lightning.
You got it, burn it.
Make a
This
dex roll for me, please.
Song
Oh.
slap. Whose song is it?
He rolled.
Welcome.
Yeah, I love this song.
It's mine.
Good.
It's the Avalanches.
Who is it?
The Avalanches. They've been around for a while.
I mean, that does not like it. I'm not gonna lie. It's. I think it's the in the back.
Yeah,
the
chorus.
discordant. Yeah, it's
That boy
haunting
needs
me.
therapy.
It's haunting me.
What song's this called?
Frontier Psychiatrist. He said it. It threw me
Sorry.
off because he was saying it as I said it.
Just look up how they make music.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
I like this song.
I like their art, their music video style.
I think I know one other song by them.
Did they fill the text roll?
Oh yeah, he rolled a 10, but I'm sorry if I didn't say that.
Sound like
I
you
got
said
no,
tax
you're good.
Roll for taxes.
Roll for taxes.
Why did I Google this? I should have pulled up
17.
Spotify.
Three, 8, 7, 18 damage.
More water splashes off to the side. He looks pretty bad, but still bearing down on you.
Fuck off.
Do you want to stand up?
Yeah, Tim's gonna stand up. Half his movement. And then I'm gonna prepare. No, I can't. I already used my action. Yep, that's gonna be it.
This guy's gonna move forward and then pop up. I think. Hold on, let me see if he's got like a tunnel move. He does have a tunnel move. So as he gets closer, I need both you and Teddy to make deck saves. I'm gonna say Teddy fails.
All right. I got a.
I don't think there's any way unless you roll a 1 that you failed this.
Yeah, I got a 19.
So you take no damage and are not prone. Teddy takes 9 damage and is prone.
Yeah, but he's amorphous.
And then this guy like pops up out of the ground.
And I swing down my unenchanted fucking drow scimitar.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I get a 21 to hit.
I mean, that hits.
All right. Uh, 17 damage.
To 9.
All right. Do I get my second attack?
Of course.
That's a 22 to hit. This one is 7 damage.
2, 4. 13 damage total.
Me.
That's you. Tim the Tooth, you're getting punched.
All right.
A 17 to hit. Roll me a
Uh,
strength save.
Beats it, beats it. Uh, 14 plus 14, 28.
For success. And then a 16 to hit.
Nope.
So for the first attack, you took 22 points of bludgeoning damage. But we're not
Okay.
knocked prone.
Perfect.
Just clobbers you with some water. And then in the middle, everyone, the ritual is completed. With the sound of like the world cracking. Pillars of light just start shining down from the heavens. Soldiers begin just appearing in ranks. Flying in the skies above is the flying chariot of the 4th house. Solnar and like armor with a like a suit of Iron Man armor, kind of, with a sun in the center. He comes marching out. Rows of wizards, just like kind of like Roman Legion fantasy army that fills up.
What kind of vehicles do they have?
Mostly like vehicles that they've brought. They have sort of like automaton divine Pegasi.
Nice.
So like Roman chariots dragged by Pegasi.
I'm sure a lot of them can just summon thieves, right?
Most of the paladins have like their own, like there are dragons, there are griffins, there are like manticore. They've all got special things. Several high level wizards banish your fucking elementals. All over. Just like get the fuck out.
Is
And
Tim still wet?
Tim is still wet.
Weird.
Tim is still wet, which does put points in the elementals are just the membrane category.
Right.
Hey, can I get one of these high level wizards or clerics or some of these high level spellcasters to resurrect my boy Liam?
Pay me the gold.
How much gold does it cost?
At this point, 500 gold. I think is raised dead.
For Life of Liam. After we spent all this time summoning you here, you get charged me 500 gold.
Who are you asking? Just a random, or are you like taking it to the man himself?
I call out an Eric Cochran because one of these guys must know Eric Cochran and must know who I am.
What should I make him roll for the odds that one of the like clerics is also one of
History?
his disciples?
History? Religion?
I think it's a charisma check.
Charisma too. Maybe a series. I would do a series of checks for this one.
Series of okay, yeah. So first one is going to be a form of charisma check, your choice, but you have to explain to me which one you use to convince. But we're doing a flashback right now, where
Lights in the dark.
how do you convince this person in the past to learn Aarakocra?
All right. First of all, I rolled a 19 on this check, so 19 plus 2, 21.
So, like everybody, and like the camera is like slightly white on the outside, and we're back in Solnar, high level wizard, and Eddie talking.
All right, so this high level wizard, we're chilling out in the bar. He's kind of depressed because he just like presented an idea for some magical thing to his colleagues, and they all shit on him. Right? They all thought it was stupid. So he's kind of just sitting there all by himself. He's like, man, what's even the point? Why am I doing this? And I pull up next to him and I say, hey, buddy, how's it going? I start out, I have a friendly conversation with him. I buy him a drink and I tell him about the Aarakocra language. How it's this fascinating thing, right? And he's a little interested in the language, and I bring him to the school, right? And at the school, he meets everyone. Everyone's just having fun doing the language together. No politics about it. Just having fun playing with a long-lost language. And, I chat with him there a few times. Every time Eddie goes, he talks to everyone there. He still goes to the clubs, I imagine. He goes there.
Yeah, the bird clubs.
Yeah, every Tuesday, every Thursday to hang out, do poetry and Aarakocra, play Scrabble and Aarakocra.
The Aarakocra culture is one of potluck as well. So delicious foods.
All having a great time.
Fantastic. The next and final check I want you to make is probably going to be like a sleight of hand check.
Mm-hmm.
And my thoughts on that is that you need to be able to slide a charred body over and not get weird looks from anybody else around.
Gotcha.
Just the pieces of charred Liam.
Ooh, that's a 20.
A 20 is nobody even sees. And a couple minutes later, Liam's being shoved back at you with a Solnar style toga wrapped around him, dazed and confused. Oh, what happened? Oh,
hey, buddy, you fell asleep during that fight back there. You got knocked out pretty bad, but it's all good. Eddie takes care of his disciples.
I like to think they did little like European style kisses on the cheek to each other, and Eddie went, "Dead boy, in my pocket."
Just leaned in close. I have a dead boy in my pocket. Don't look at me. Right. So the armies of Solnar have been summoned on the plains of the Elysian Empire. They're making camp. Tents are being erected. Patrols are already being formed and sent out to figure out where they are and create a perimeter. Laurette is giving her father a hug. Yeah. What do you guys want to do? I don't have a whole Roman camp map yet. I might never have that. So, because I don't know how long you'll be spending around the Roman Solnarian camp.
Oh, we're going to spend the rest of our time with them, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
We might
but
do
also,
side missions.
No, I don't know.
But this is the army we're leading essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna hang here. But we might need to scout or something.
Tim's just telling people what to do.
I'm
Cool.
throwing my
Everybody's
sword.
listening.
I'm throwing my sword in the ground. And finding the nearest like heavily kitted Solnarian.
I mean, well, do you want to like walk up to a heavily kitted Solnarian, or do you want to go to the armory?
Oh, there's an armory. Yeah. Let's go there.
Yeah, like they'd have somebody kicking around that's like just got a wagon full of shit. Because people are gonna break shit. People are gonna lose shit. You know. They got a dude for this. And a whole cart. What do you want?
Magical dexterity based one-handed weapon, please.
Oh, wild. Probably the best you'd get is a rapier.
Yes.
I can imagine. I can imagine there being some like rankings of Solnarian trained paramilitary that are like, like French duelists.
Now let me ask you something.
Oh God!
This is magic, right? So can't you make it just razor thin as well, so it could be a slashing weapon?
No, definitely gonna be piercing. Yeah, definitely gonna
It could
be
be
like
both.
a classically
It wouldn't
trained.
break. It wouldn't break because it's magic.
He's not making these. He's like, I'm not making.
He's just got one.
I just. It's not. He's just got one. Like you're talking to like a 65-year-old bearded fellow who has the keys to the cart.
Ah, nice.
And he just sort of like unlocks the cart for you as you have the ranking of a general.
Right. Yeah. Appreciate it. Sorry. I didn't realize it.
Like, are you done, sir?
Yes.
Have a wonderful day, sir.
It's the one. That's it. Actually, no.
Staff Sergeant Quartermaster.
Please.
Oh, click, click.
Yes,
anything for you,
just one
General.
more. I need a dagger as well.
Yeah, that's fine. They got a shit ton of those.
Yeah.
They slide into the metal boots as their size, so kind of a short dagger, but one to kill oneself or another in a fist-to-fist melee.
Fist in here.
Get out of my way! I'm fisting here.
I'm fisting it. God damn
it.
What's one rapier?
What else is anybody doing with the new Solnar army? Narvos, you're looking for anybody? Question mark. They're not. You know where? They're not in the city.
Yeah, I mean,
You could kill your brother.
Yeah, you can send your brother out on a really dangerous mission. You have the authority.
Eddie killed his brother.
Would he really be here though?
He might. You don't know until you look.
I'll look around. I don't know, and I'll decide what I want to do with him after that.
Ah, yeah, he's definitely here. Yeah, your brother's a warrior class. The army, the like reserves were called. This is a full-scale invasion from Solnar. Solnar believes that William is such a threat that it is either us or them.
Yeah.
So like the city is left with like enough to man the walls.
Yeah, I mean, I'll like once I find him, like I'll make sure he sees me, and I'm gonna act like kind of sus, but I'm not gonna actually do anything to him or like tell him to do anything. Just like make sure he knows I'm there, and make him very nervous all the time. But that's
Just give him the middle finger and then vanish into the shadows.
Yeah.
Eddie does that. Tim the Tooth, what are you up to?
I'm literally just hazing everybody I can, like I would.
Love it.
Their deckhands on a pirate ship. And,
Love
like,
it.
Literally just like aligning and
Have you, do you just, as Tim the Tooth walks through the camp, do you like everybody's in line at attention and you're inspecting their shit and like a single like smudge, you're telling them to drop and give you 50?
Yeah.
Perfect. Like And as it sort of echoes through the camp in front of Tim the Tooth, probably like 100 feet ahead of him, men who just finished their inspection sprint to tell their friends so that they don't get in as much shit as they just did. So there's a constant row of like, General coming? Oh, stiff upper back, stiff knees. That's Tim the Tooth and Jelly. And Jelly's like, I think doing her best to be several men in front of Tim the Tooth, but on the other side, and is fucking their shit up as much as possible without them knowing. Just like moving a belt so that the belt's now slightly crooked, flipping up the collars of their jackets if she can reach them because of a box or something. Just like fucking their days up as the general comes for inspection. Conversion. I think you're the only one left.
Yeah, Conversion is probably going to be like get a feel for what the forces are, because he's already starting to like, okay, now how are we going to actually march on Central City?
You have probably standing around about 30,000 infantry, 5,000 ground cavalry, 5,000 flying cavalry, a handful of semi-deific beings, probably about a half dozen, to like a dozen if you include yourselves.
Okay.
No siege weaponry that you can see, but you have two members of your own party that could be considered siege weaponry.
Well, I mean, with the 25 strength, I can hurl boulders at the walls myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Tim the Tooth has double damage to buildings, and I know Eddie does.
I have a battering ram.
And fucking
That's all the siege weaponry we need is a
That's one of
Clarny-made
my.
forged cleric
But you
battering
are
ram.
aware of like forests in the area if you want to build like siege towers or ladders or more battering rams. Like Solnar knew this as well. So like,
It's a part of my staff. It's one of my staff functions.
Oh,
Let's make it
nice.
trebuchet.
Let's make a trebuchet.
Yeah, it's called a Belt of Giant Strength.
You guys could build the Warwolf, which is the 400-foot trebuchet that could throw like 30-pound bolt. Now maybe it was more bigger, but like huge boulders, like 900 feet.
Would my +2 to ranged weapons work with that?
No,
Pretty ranged, bro.
Yes. I think yes, but you need land vehicle proficiency to use them.
Yes.
But you can be taught pretty easily. They're crew weapons, best manned by children. Children excel in crew weapons.
I'm looking
team-building
for
exercise.
an enchanter. Is there an enchanter here?
No.
Give me one enchanter. Anybody bring Icknath?
I'm a hobbyist enchanter.
Would somebody call Icknath?
Like conversion could call it now.
I can do ascending.
He's not gonna come here. He's mad at us.
He's mad at you. If he comes here, he's gonna be like, "Sure, I'll do what you want. Give me an orb."
I could give him an orb. Don't we have an orb to give away? Which one?
I think you do. Yeah, I think you didn't like what I made the
time orb?
Dunamancy one. Yeah, the
we could
time
give
one.
him the time orb.
Give him the time orb, and he'll do what you want.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll think about that.
think about it.
So again, it's a good deal.
I got this rat gun.
I like how Ignath has boiled down to an currency vendor,
right,
where it's just like one orb equals one whatever is in his power.
Okay.
Wish that we could lose this this way.
I just need my rat gun enchanted. Sorry, got distracted for a second. My rat gun, you know? From the Ratman.
On the rats.
It's a very good gun.
Several of the Solarian
magic.
people are like, Ratmen, they don't exist.
What do you mean they burrowed up through your fucking
That's
courtyard?
propaganda.
Propaganda. I thought it myself.
Conspiracy theorist.
You know who you're talking to?
Velran puts a hand on your shoulder. Kragan is like, it's a tactic of the Ratmen. They're very good anti-propaganda. They spread information that they don't exist.
Subterfuge.
It seems that claws are already into Solnar. We'll have to investigate further once we return after this war.
Yes.
And so plants the seeds of Craig returning to his like darkened city several years later in a Batman-esque move to flush the city clean in tights next to him, Velran. In tights and some very short shorts.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of like Velran as like Spider-Man or something. It's like, yeah, I can see that.
Spider-Man. Right. What's the next plan? What do you do now that you have the army within striking distance of a handful of cities?
We request maps.
I'm going to assume that our intention is a full-on assault. We are 30,000 people. We're not going to be able to win a war of attrition. We need to...
No, this is an army that wants to fight.
Yeah, we need to pick a direction and go now, basically.
Yeah, we can't just sit here because they.
It's not like we really have a flank to defend, you know? If they get around us, they get around us, and they can basically get around us at any point. So, you know, I say we just go straight line right to the capital.
Remember correctly, there were 2 other cities besides the capital.
There were. I'm just trying to get a fucking.
One was kind of on our way to the capital.
Oh,
a little out.
Main menu. I'm just gonna have to like make a new place. Green single player. This will do. Go away. Okay. That's awful. I'm sorry my circles are bad.
I mean, that egg looks great, bro.
Mountains. Dwarf. Port. Port City. The Wall.
The God Wall.
The Goblin Wall.
Goblin Wall. Oh, it was just a little wall.
The Goblins are over here. Desert. Is this Strand? Central City over here. There's a city up here. There's a city over here.
Where's the city we've been to? That the
You mean Livingstone?
was by.
That is Livingstone. It isn't a city. It's a like western
It's like
town.
a western
It's
town.
right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, that is Livingstone.
Gotcha.
And we're on the south of the desert.
You are now south of the
Across the
desert,
desert.
about here, which is around where Conversion said he wanted
We should mount straight for
to
Central
come out
City.
and put the army. Central City
Yeah, so there's Central
is the
City
central
right
one.
there. So we may either make there's a city right next to us that we could go get, or do we just go
Well,
straight
there's
for the
no
jugular and
point.
go for Central?
I don't think
Yeah.
there's any point in capturing any of the other cities. Conversion?
I think we go straight towards Central City.
How many?
The question is, do we go south to the road and take the road, or do we just go overland? I don't know what the terrain is like here.
You're gonna want to make it to the road eventually. This is just sort of Sean talking of like, you need to cut off. You want to get to the road so that you can cut off their resources the moment they know you're here.
Yeah.
Because like they're gonna start bringing in, like once they hear there's a siege about to occur, they're gonna import as much goods as possible to withstand the siege.
So we either go for the road and then down the road fast, or we go overland and try and catch the road about where that line is.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, we want to keep ourselves hidden or not hidden, but undiscovered, theoretically, as long as possible.
Which brings me to the question: what do you do to every town you come across? What do you do with every scout you come across? What are the orders?
Kill all undead. And free
All undead.
And we free the scourge.
What is the?
Like, I don't think we're gonna Mongol horde this shit. Just kill anything and everything in front of us.
Yeah,
For Mongol horde the shit out of everything. No survivors.
There may be sheriffs that try to stand against us that fall. Unfortunately.
We don't have the resources to take prisoners here. Anything between us and William gets destroyed.
Except just normal people.
We can just go right around villages rather than steamrolling over them, because this is going to depend on us getting to that road and blocking off Central City as fast as possible.
Eddie speaking as a native of this land, you know, if they aren't tied up and restrained, then I think they're going to try and alert William.
They're gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to talk about how much older I was than him, but I agree.
Yeah. And not only that, but you kind of have the fanatical, we want to also defend. There's a good portion of these villages that are going to arm themselves against you.
There's a good portion of these villages we could convince to arm themselves against William.
Yeah, that as well.
As we kill the undead with our mass cleric waves.
Yes,
Yeah.
but we're gonna
I
also
think we
have to make
as
sure.
straight a line as possible. Cutting out. My internet's dying. No.
What was
Go
that?
ahead.
Sorry, my internet was cutting out. Everyone was getting warbly. I mean, I was saying we kind of we basically just head south as fast as possible, and if we can, like, if we have enough time, go around a village. But the problem is we're kind of easy to spot if someone's semi nearby. There's a shit ton of people here. So
you know
if
what?
that's
Count.
the case,
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say if we approach a village, we kill all the undead and we give them a choice, kind of to join us or bad things will happen to you type deal.
Join us or die.
There's so many paladins here. Those
If we're
guys
gonna
are
go
so
Mongol horde.
charismatic.
Why don't we just start going in and spreading propaganda around, and then just having them internally deciding to join us before we even make true action?
We just can just tell them the truth.
Yeah, but we
mean,
can
yeah.
we can make sure to spread out that to the other towns, so we don't necessarily have to go to those other towns. That way, we can eventually, at some point, hopefully gain enough mass all around to where King William won't really have anything to run to. Everybody will be looking for him in his own territories.
He's
We have
not
to
going to
figure
try.
out
Tim the Truth
He
is
is
actually
not-
planning for an eventuality where William escapes, which I'm impressed.
Smart, honestly.
Honestly,
Wizards like teleporting.
this is Soldar sort of like nodding philosophically at Tim the Tooth's comments, like he has a point. He has a point. We should get the word out.
I only feel like William will still retain numbers, but keep it secret. And, you know, we might take over, but at some point he will attempt to do something else if we don't seal the deal, or he will have somebody in place to try to supersede himself when he goes if he dies. And
Solna, do you have like 8 super charismatic paladins that you could send to different small villages to free them of the undead scourge and convince the people to come join our cause?
I don't know how well they will to convince them, but they to join us. We are foreigners, and even before the Empire, the kingdom was a xenophobic and isolationist nation. But I believe I have like three-man squad cleric, wizard, paladin units with enough charismatic paladins that they will be able to convince them to not bear arms against us. But I only probably have half a dozen of these elite squads. So I could send them. There could only be a half dozen.
We can't send them off like that.
Well, there could only be about half a dozen to 10 villages between us and the marking that Conversion has mentioned on the map. So I could send them to those villages ahead of us.
Yeah.
I think we just need to worry about the ones directly in our path. We get them to either join us or, more realistically, just stay out of our way and don't bother us. And then we just continue onwards. If, something happens and we might have to deal with them, then we'll deal with that when we get there. But it should just be focusing on just trying to get them out.
Now, there is
out of the way.
a small mill town just south of the crossroads that I'm from. And that's probably where they get some food.
Mark's a map. Point on the map.
Yeah, right there. That's where bread was invented.
oh my god, I love bread.
Redville.
So
Fun facts, the Breadville was named before bread, and bread is named after Breadville. That's how this works.
Like soy sauce.
Yeah.
And Breadville's named after Craig's great grandfather who founded the village.
Yeah, Eric. Eric Bread. Yeah.
Eric Bread.
Super basic names in my town.
Glad we fleshed this out.
Eric
Bread.
He had a son named Flat.
His surname when he was born was Craigson, but he felt he needed to assimilate better into the Rumagarian society, so he changed his last name to Bread. A word he made up on the spot. Right. Anyways, so we're sending out scouts ahead. We're sending out elite 3-man squads to pacify villages that are on the direct path. Is the direct path going to cut off the breadbasket of the Empire, or to the closest point on the road that you'll be setting up a siege at?
I mean, I think if we set up that siege line, it won't matter if we took out the bread line or not. They won't be able to get through.
Okay.
That's just my thought. I mean, if someone else has a different idea, but once we set up our siege line, then we can send out groups to kind of go forage and then maybe take over that area. So we have those supplies instead of, William.
I will
Really hard
remind
for
you,
it.
this is an arcane society, so sieges are particularly difficult. Like, you're never going to be able to fully cut these guys off unless you figure out a way to stop teleportation in or out of the city. Problem with fantasy sieges.
Yep.
I love it.
I'm less intent on doing a siege and more of just
Setting up the army for a couple days, figuring out the plan, and then storming the castle.
yeah, basically.
You got it.
I figure there's enough of us with ridiculously high giant strength to basically storm the main gates, rip the walls down, tear open a hole in the walls, and let the army in.
Yeah.
The longer we sit there, the more chance they have to, teleport out, get reinforcements, and come behind us.
Yep. And that's always going to be an option that they're going to be able to do that. So
Yeah.
I think not. I like the idea of sending the groups ahead to try and convince people to stay indoors. If you don't want to fight us, stay indoors and we'll just keep moving on, kind of thing. Like what we're doing is basically probably not going to as Solnar said, probably not going to convince them to fight with us, but we can at least convince them to stay out of the way and keep their heads down.
So what do you do with any scouts you see?
Are the
Greg's
scouts
made it
usually
clear.
gonna be undead?
Scouts.
Scouts
Sometimes
aren't always
undead,
undead.
but they are not always
Eddie,
undead.
don't you have like mass suggestion or something?
It does, yes.
Yes, I can. I can
That'd
suggest.
probably be good for scouts.
You also
Come up
have
with a whole
normal
Yeah,
suggestion.
normal
because he's the
suggestion is
warlock.
great as well.
So,
Because
Eddie,
also-
whenever a scout is like captured, you're just going to suggest that they
It's off to the desert.
So we're not killing them. The desert will.
Every scout, they only stay suggested for 24 hours.
So they're just going to march to the desert for 24 hours, though.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're back to whatever they were doing.
How do they report in?
If they're marching to the desert. Oh, you mean how do they
Oh
do it?
no!
It's
How do
probably-
they send reports back?
So the first scout you find has a magical like notebook that when written in, like somebody casts identify, and when the notebook is written in, the ink transfers to somewhere else. The ink writes somewhere else as well.
Cool, got it. Okay, first scout we found. Eddie sets up a little tent, brings him inside, puts on the lights, the music, gets everything low. There's a bed in the tent. I suggest to him, strip. He takes off everything, his backpack, his clothes. I say, all right. I caress his face, march into the desert, and then there he goes. That's what we're doing to all the scouts. No,
You should make them put on full plate instead.
After like the
Nobody's
fifth
giving
time
you
I look over at conversion and be like, this is kind of weird.
Why don't you just, if you're going to do that, just kill them?
the thing is about suggestion is it has to be like a believable course of action, right? So just getting them to drop all their stuff, that might not happen. But if I set the mood right, then it would, right?
I like how Conversion, after like the third scout is marched out this way, goes, just put an end to
Just
them.
kill them.
The
But
issue
this
we run
way,
into there
Eddie
is
has a
scouts not
clear
checking out.
conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, after I'd say probably in total you come across 5 before like you've reached the road. And like the 4th and 5th were together and pretty much were like, yeah, we were sent out to because people are curious. There's a problem out here. They know it.
Right.
You must mount
Probably a
the
better
crowd.
course of action would tell them to go the opposite direction that we're going, to tell like there's some sort of something up there and they need to go check it out, so that way they keep checking in and they're not dead, and they're also away from us.
Hmm.
You know,
Well-
go check out the coast. There's rumors of stuff on the coast. Well,
Go north of the city and go northeast from here and end up north of the city. That you heard a rumor that there was a blue dragon at the southern edge of the border of the desert.
Worst thing about fucking wizards is that they all got that spell that Narvos has. The really high level ones, you know? The big boy spell. And they could just be one of those in the forest just peeking at us at any time. Like, oh, here we go. Fucking hate wizards.
Like several hours after that conversation, a wizard walks out of the woods. Dressed in Ringling Brothers finery, pointing a gnarled stick at Craig.
oh boy.
Alright.
I will have you back! I will have you, my finest prize!
Is this the circus guy?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
Sid the
Sid.
Circus Man. It's
Come on,
Sid the
Sid.
This
Circus
man walked in the
Man.
middle of
Make
an
me-
army and was like,
Make me make a deck save, Sid. Do it.
Tim's running full sprint.
I spent all my life learning this one spell.
How far away is Tim from him?
Like leaping range.
Did you enchant
Tim
this
leaves.
gun?
I wish. And then Tim the Tooth Man leaps at him.
Oh shit.
fuck.
Timothy, what are you punching him? Are you what are you doing as you leap at him?
Oh, I'm gouging his eyes. Well, actually, no, I'm squeezing his throat.
You
I'm
go
literally-
straight for the throat. Okay, make
Yeah.
me.
Both hands.
Ooh, what kind of check is this? Ooh. There is a level of dexterity to leaping at him and going for the throat. Yeah, I think they were going to do 2 checks, and the first one has to be a like dexterity check, like an
Okay.
acrobatics, maybe.
Okay.
Proficiency. I want a dex plus proficiency is what I want, because I think you're
Okay.
proficient in this. I don't know if you're proficient in acrobatics.
So that's 2 plus 6 plus 14.
Oh, perfect. I was terrified for
22.
a second. 22. Now
Yeah.
do a d20 plus your strength plus your proficiency.
That's a 18 plus my strength plus 14. Or plus 8. 18 plus 8.
Okay,
26?
perfect.
36?
So Tim the Tooth leaps and just crushes Sid's windpipe at. I wish you.
Oh fuck! He wish I.
And Tim the Tooth, you choke him to death. You just choke him to death.
I'm gonna start eating them.
Wait! Grab his shit. It's probably good.
He just like bites into his face.
Get that book. Where's the wizard? Who wants to buy this book?
A wizard?
It gets
Yeah.
very violent with Tim and Circus Man Sid.
He had a robe of many things.
I throw it
Had
at
a
the
face.
boy.
He had an archmage's staff.
I throw it to Narvos.
Let me see.
And I'm gonna say, what's that like uncommon wizard's hat?
The hat of wizardry.
Polymorphs into a big
Yeah.
looking wolf.
His hat is just a hat of wizardry.
I give that to the boy as well.
Oh, you mean Liam,
On
right?
your thing,
Yeah,
he had a staff for the Magi.
Liam gets the hat and the coat.
Mm,
I
Liam,
looked at Archman's
you're
staff,
shaking
and
up.
maybe that is what I mean. Yeah. Is it the one that you can snap and kill everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
The staff of the Arch Magi.
Yeah, break the staff over your knee against a solid surface, performing a retributive strike. Staff's destroyed releases its remaining magic in explosion to fill a 30-foot radius. Yeah.
Yep,
that one.
Okay.
Well,
That is handed out to everybody who passes the Archmage test of the Empire.
Well,
Can't
no
believe he
longer
tried to
using a staff of
wish.
frost.
Tried to wish on me.
He did. He was. I was
have
about
a
to just
9th
like.
level counterspell on deck.
Oh my god, I couldn't. Oh, that would have been so funny. I wish you would have done it anyway.
I was very close to turning you into like a goon of the Empire.
I wish you were a goo. And then he starts choking him and I turn into goo.
You
I
just are
also
also
become
a
a
plasmoid.
We fuse into one large size plasmoid.
Well, that's how plasmoids have sex.
Oh,
canonically. You would fuse together and then break apart, and then one of the two of you, doesn't matter which, will make a plasmoid child that has 50% you and 50% Tenny, but has no memory.
There's some alternate world Eddie that's seen that, and we just see an Cody with the look in his eye, like just staring
I've
off.
seen
of the
things, man.
Yeah.
I've seen things.
Like, one of the echoes instantly like spawns in and looks at you, Craig, and has like this moment of relief. And you've been curious about that look for a while. All right, well, that's the game. That's
Kind of looks like a man with weird glasses. Anyway,
Tim turned into a wolf and just finished eating the body.
he ate the whole
Great.
wizard,
He ate the whole wizard.
and he'll
I can cross that off.
He'll properly digest it before he turns back into it. Man,
I think Tim the Tooth has now slaughtered all of his enemies.
Yeah, no. There's Tim only has 2 bonds. The punch, and the second one is must kill Sid the circus man. That has been in my phone since.
I fucking love that so much.
I can literally.
So much.
Oh, God.
Must kill this man.
That's literally been in my phone.
Uchiha level of dedication.
It's like McGruber in the movie whenever he like gets cut off by that guy and writes down the license plate like 1,000 times in that notebook, and then he sees him later and like takes a shit in his car.
David, Tim the Tooth has just been like sullenly staring, and he's like, I have one man I must kill.
Listen, a big list of names all crossed off but one.
Was it worth it when you found out that he was actually the good guy the whole time?
Just you wait, Sid the Circus Man's getting his redemption arc now. You're gonna find the paperwork that Sid the Circus Man was.
He was gonna wish I had the power to kill William.
You were William or something. Yeah.
Oh my god! We show up to these towns and there's just orphanages named after him.
Sid.